All right. So ever since I had success with our first few projects, I decided to retire from my job. 25 years old, but I want people to hate on me for not
I hate
having.
on you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't want people to hate on me just because I don't have a current job, but I wanted to expand. I wanted to, live my life a little bit more. Obviously, I'm doing full-time crypto, but I also, maybe I'm not making gains in bear market, but I'm making gains at the gym, if you know what I mean. I like to work out, so I always like to challenge myself. So what I do is I put a challenge for myself and I get my ass up and start doing it. And let me talk to you a little bit about my gym journey. I've been to the gym multiple times, and my challenge was one thing that has never changed, and it was to reach 1,000 days without having any days off, which means I go 6 days a week, and my normal natural off day is Friday. So I go six times a week, and I count my days. I'm at day 132 right now. Today is my off day. I have not taken one day off. I have no excuses not to go to any gym. And to me, to fail this challenge is literally to be sick for one day. Just being sick for one day and not going to the gym breaks my challenge. And let me tell you something funny. This is not the first time I go to the gym and I try to beat that challenge. This is maybe my 9th or 10th time that I go to the gym and try to beat that challenge. The max I've reached was 267 days, and I'm not really sure what happened to me, but I got really sick or something really bad happened to me, so I had to take a break, and I couldn't go on. Right now, I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting back, and this is how I like to take out my, I'd say, anger. Sometime I go after my gym to shooting range. I like to practice my shooting skill. I also have, a real business outside of crypto. I decided to expand. I have a lot of hobbies. I used to be called most talented young one in my high school. I sing rap, bro. I fucking breakdance. I parkour. I go to the gym. Full-time crypto. Man, my life is just full of surprises.
Yeah, but this is
But yeah,
this is the thing I'm finding, dude. Like, I think there's a ton of interesting people that do a ton of interesting things, and then all we hear about is the crypto side of things. So I'm genuinely impressed with what you've been able to pull off. The thing that I often wonder about, like, I'm older than you, I'm mid-30s, but and normal
you
retire.
look 16, bro.
Thanks.
You look 16.
Thanks. Yeah, you can't see the gray streaks in the side here. Yeah, there we go. That's kids. Kids will do that to you. No, but like, you think about a traditional retirement is what, like 60, 65, and then you sit by the pool, you drink your mimosas, and you'd be bored as fuck. But you're 25. Like, you've got so much runway ahead of you in terms of life. So like, it's good to hear that you're busy. It's good to hear that you're building. It's good to hear that you're doing other things. But I think a lot of people don't think through that. They'll become a Doge millionaire over, in a 3-week period and realize that they don't know what they actually want to do with their life. So again, I have no interest in formal retirement. I'm just trying to find a way to free up time because I've got a ton of interests, much like you. I'm a fucking nerd. So if you're curious, like, this is beside my desk. I paint Warhammer. So shout out to Miniac and Squidmar and Ninjon and the boys. Big fan of all things nerd. But like, I lift weights like you. You've actually given me some great advice, so I appreciate that. But yeah, keep doing it, man. Don't slow down, because you're just gonna get bored, and when you get bored, that's when you lose your streak. Is when you lose that sort of motivation or that good vibe feeling that you've got going on. But I think you'll hit the 1,000 days this time for sure. I'm confident.
bro. I always tell to myself whenever I'm going on, trying to do something, I speak to myself in the third person a lot of times. And if you're just, sneaking on me and trying to hear me while I don't notice you, you're going to realize that I'm crazy. And the reason I'm saying this is because I talk to myself in a third person all the time. And this helps me because I motivate myself. I always tell to myself that I can do it. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. What you are to be, you're now becoming. You'll always have to get there regardless. if you kept on trying to get something down, eventually there will be that one time that you're gonna make it. The more you actually try to do something, the higher chance you get on making it happen. No one can reach his goal without having any hard time trying to get there. It's easy to be at the top, but it's hard to stay at the top. I'm telling you this right now, bro. I had to go through a lot of shit to be where I am right now. But I always stay positive because, by the end of the day, you're the only one who can actually control your emotions. What I see in crypto, it's a good place to be at. The community, the people around you, it's a really good place to be at. But too much, if anything, will be bad for your health, will be bad for your mentally mind. And I have realized when I don't spend a lot of time in crypto, I don't use my emotions when I trade. But when I spend a lot of time in crypto, I start using my emotion, which leads me to take stupid decisions. And I end up fucking up something or losing, opportunity that I could have taken, made profit on. So I decided to have, a very strict schedule. And no matter what is the circumstances, I cannot just, sleep and ignore what I have to do. Yes, I don't have a job, but that does not mean I'm gonna sleep for 24 hours or 12 hours or, get high, go party. This is what everyone, imagine. When someone retire, you need to get high, party all year, no off, no excuses. It shouldn't be working this time. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I'm saying that you should have a routine in your life to, do the things that you love. It's not all about crypto. It's about what you want to do, what you want to become. If I went to bed and I have realized that I haven't made any outcome, or I didn't make any progress during that day, I won't be able to sleep. I'll be thinking, maybe, today's my last day. I've been living every day as it was my last day, man. So it doesn't matter what I do today. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. Long as I'm living every day as if it's my last day, then I don't care what happens tomorrow. I really,
It's wild how similar we are, dude. I think it's an entrepreneurial type mindset. I think that's what drives you, but that's such good advice. I'm glad you talked about failure, because I'm a big believer that if people don't fail, they have absolutely no idea what they're actually capable of, because that's the limit. And that's the limit for now. But actually, so my wife, who is the wisest woman in the world, woke up and she's like, I feel good today because I know that I'm slightly better than I was yesterday. And I'm like, wow, what a mindset, right? So we're both working on our own, health and fitness goals right now. And I used to be a very long distance runner. And I'll give you a quick story here. I had never run longer than a half marathon in my life up until about 2 years ago. And then I was like, fuck, it's COVID. We're all locked down. I need something I need a goal. I need something to actually get me through this. So I signed up for an ultra marathon. It was like a 6-hour distance challenge. And I was like, fuck, let's see what we can do. So I started training, and I had a plan in place every week. I didn't want to get up at Sunday at 6 a.m. to go fucking running, but I did. And then about 8 months after I started training, I ran 50K in 6 hours, which, is kind of... But I did it, right? So I don't even know if that was my limit, because I didn't fail. So I don't know that I have a ton of interest in repeating that. It wasn't comfortable by any means, but it was more of a mental exercise in what can I actually achieve if I work for something. And I'm a big believer that, you can do anything you want in life, but you can't do everything. So having that routine and setting a goal and prioritizing it is extremely important. So I think a lot of people do that with their job because they have to, but it's when you remove the box of work, how do you structure your time, when there's nobody forcing you to get up at 6 a.m. or there's no one, asking you to do tasks A, B, and C, and it sounds like, you've got yourself dialed in. So I hope that for everyone, because I think people get a little lost sometimes.
I'm going to give you right now the biggest motivation in your life, and
Hit
what
me.
makes
I'm ready.
me really... You're not. Are you sure you're ready?
I'm always ready, dude.
No one in crypto knows this about me, but if
All
you
right.
take a closer look at my finger, you will realize it's paralyzed.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
Now you're shocked.
I'm not shocked. I mean, but what happened? Like, what's the deal?
So that was a car accident.
Okay.
I flew out of the car in a highway, and I kept spinning on the ground non-stop on like 120 miles. And I ended up paralyzing my finger for good. Like, my bones got crushed. You know what the doctor told me? He said there is no way you'll be able to go to the gym. There is no way you're gonna keep going. You will have to take a huge break. In my elbow, I have metal and blades right here because it got dislocated. So my left hand is literally fucked up. And my doctor told me that I'm not able to do any of those things. And because of that, I felt a little bit down. I didn't care what the doctor told me, but I told myself that no matter what it is, I'm gonna keep going. I don't care what he said. And every time I wake up in the morning, I look at my hands, and then I look at the progress that I've made. I'm be like, yeah, nothing gonna stop me now. And I keep going. So I'm telling you, bro, when people look at my hands and know my actual situation and the multiple accidents that I'm going through, there is no excuse for stopping. You can't tell me I have a flu, I'm not gonna work out today. I have a paralyzed finger. You can't tell me, I'm feeling a little bit, dizzy. My elbow is dislocated. You can't put those things in comparison. I'm doing 250 pull-ups every Saturday. No problem.
That's stupid. That's just stupid.
No problem. I can challenge anyone doing pull-ups. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the more you do something, the more you put, your mind is more powerful than your body. If you convince your mind with something that you can actually do, then nothing will stop you. Not a doctor, not the way your body is. It's just the way you think. As long as you believe that you can do something and you actually do it as if it was your last day, and you try it as if it were the last day, then go ahead. And I'm telling you, bro, I've seen death in my car accident. I'm not shedding you, bro. Flying out of a car in 130 miles per hour on the highway, something no one could imagine. There was no roof on that car, and I didn't have my safety seat belts on. So you could imagine the scenario. But I'm telling you, man, I'm alive. I'm here. So there's no reason for me to stay in my place. Crypto's not everything, but everything that I do is everything to me.
Man.
I'm not planning to stop.
Man, that's nuts.